Hi and welcome to Soph's Fitness Lab. This is a set of training for leg strength, aimed more at recovery or a more gentle level. So like recovering from an injury. Okay, we're going to go through about 5 different exercises and we can just start straight away. You don't really need any equipment, but if you've got something that you can use as a weight, it can be good to add that into some of the exercises, that you just hold it here. For example, with a kettlebell, that you will just hold it. Maybe you can find an object that you can add just to make a bit more of a challenge to your legs. Okay, so the first exercise is going to be squats. I'm doing this all in bare feet because that in general trains the muscles in your feet and your calves to be stronger and helps to make your knees more stable. So it's a good thing. So your feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Your toes are pointing out a little bit. That just helps to stop your knees going in. And you're going to lower your body as if you were sitting down on a chair, and your chest and your face stay upright. How far do you lower? Let's have a look from the side. You're trying to keep your knees, that they don't go further forward than your toes. So you're not doing this. Your knees stay almost in the same position, and it's your ass that's going down and your back is staying straight. Yeah? And when you get to a position where you can't keep your back straight anymore, at a certain point your tailbone will dip under, then that's your base position. You hold for a moment here, and then you come up. Okay? And you're going to repeat that, let's say, roughly 15 times. Actually, the best thing to do is to repeat it very slowly until you can't anymore. It could be with your body weight, you won't reach that it'll be too easy, and that's when you would add a weight in. But if you would just keep going and going, let's say you would do it for a minute and then stop. Okay, so let's try with just doing that movement for around a minute, and you want to do it as slowly as you can. Okay, so start the movement now. So doing it more slowly is much more demanding for your muscles and therefore trains them more. Good, try and keep the movement very smooth. Keep very upright with your upper body. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Keep going. Keep breathing steadily, don't hold your breath. Keep your mouth relaxed and a little bit open. Okay, 10 more seconds and then that will be 1 minute. Okay, so stop. If that's too easy and you can keep going on, then do another 30 seconds. You can just pause the video. If it's still too easy, then next time you do the video, take a weight and do it with that. Strength training is not about doing a particular number and that will be the answer. It's about trying to find what's the level that takes your muscles to a point where they're kind of exhausted, because this is what then makes them grow. Okay, the second movement we're going to do is leg raises in different directions. So you're going to start raising to the front and then to the side and then to the back, and when you go to the back you can tilt a bit forward. Okay, front, side, back. And here, yes, you're using different muscles to do that, and you're helping the mobility around your hip, which is good. and you're also working on the balance of your standing leg. So it's good for your standing leg to be very slightly bent to give you more support rather than locked. Okay, and again, let's do this rather with time than with number. So we'll do a minute again. And we can do all on one leg and then the other side. So let's start in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So front, side, back. And again, slow is good. It's more demanding to do it slowly. You can use your arms to balance however you like. Try and keep your toes always pointing the same way so you're not turning your leg out, especially when you go to the back. Good. We've got 15 more seconds till that's 1 minute. Keep breathing. Okay, last 5, 3, 2, 1, stop. Again, if that's too easy, do another 30 seconds. But I'm going to carry on and do the other side. You might notice with this that you're not just using your leg muscles, but lifting your leg to the front uses your stomach, and lifting your leg to the back uses your back. So it's a nice gentle way to also use those two areas, and moving to the side also uses here. Okay, let's start with the other side. Ready, go. Front, side, back. Front, side, back. And keep trying to lift your leg as high as you can. So don't get lazy and just do a little lift. Each time try and go a tiny bit higher. Good. Okay, we've got 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Last 10. Three, 2, 1, stop. Good. So that's 2 exercises, and we'll do another 3. The next one is called the deadlift, which you might know from weight training. The point of this one is training your lower back and also training you kind of on the technique of how to lift stuff up off the ground, because this can often cause injuries. So let's say that the starting position is here. So your feet are in roughly the same position as they were for the squat. And you can either have your heels on the ground if your Achilles allows you for that, or you're up on your toes. And it's really good to do this when you're actually holding an object. It helps it to have more sense. I'm just going to use my glass. Okay, so I'm holding my glass. And I'm going to lift this up by pushing from my legs. I'm pushing from my legs and my back is staying straight. And then as I put this glass on the ground, because it's so heavy, I'm going to keep my back straight, pull my shoulders together at the back, and I'm going to pivot from my waist to start with. Okay, so my legs aren't doing anything to start with. My legs are staying still. I'm pivoting from my waist until my hands reach roughly my knees. And then it's hard for me to stay straight in my back anymore. It's going to start doing this. And this glass is so heavy that I don't want to carry a load with my back not straight. My vertebrae are not going to enjoy that. So back is straight, tilting from the waist till my hands get to my knees, and then I'm bending with my legs and my back is still straight. Now I'm on the ground, lift up again. So your back stays straight all the time and you tilt, bend, push. Tilt, bend, push. Just do this a couple of times to try and get familiar with the movement. Okay, so we'll do this exercise where you're just holding an object that doesn't really weigh much, because it's really important to get used to this movement before you might add any weight into it. Okay, so we'll do this again for 1 minute. We'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So slowly tilting till your hands get to your knees, bend all the way down, pause, push up, check, shoulders pull together at the back, tilt till your hands get to your knees, bend, push, tilt, bend, push, and again, and do it slowly, bend, push. And you might notice this tilting part is when your lower back is active. Okay, let's do 10 more seconds. Good, last 5, 2, 1, stop. Again, if that didn't feel very demanding, carry on for another 30 seconds. What can help it to feel more demanding is if you're lifting a weight. So it's good to do this with something like a bar weight. I have a kettlebell here, and you can also do it with that. So then you would do the same movement, tilting, bending, and let it go down, push, tilt, bend, push. Yeah, so what you want is that within the sort of 60 to 90 second period, it becomes too difficult to continue, because that's when you know you've really worked your muscles to the degree that you want to work them for them to change. So it can be that adding a weight in is necessary for you to reach that point. Okay, that's 3 exercises. The next one we're going to be doing is a nice core stability exercise, which is really good for helping your back. We're going to be on all 4s, and it's doing a super person exercise. So you'll reach one arm out and put it back, one arm out and put it back. Try that a couple of times. One arm out, put it back, one arm out, put it back. Your hands want to be directly beneath your shoulders, and your knees are directly beneath your hips. And you're keeping your core stable. It means you're pulling your belly button a bit through to your back, so you're not doing this. And so that your back's not rounding, you're also pulling your shoulder blades a little bit to each other at the back. Okay, so we've got the hands going forwards. The other aspect is one leg pushing straight back and coming down, pushing straight back and coming down. And as you do this, pay a lot of attention to the position of your pelvis, and you try and keep it square, so you're not tilting to the side or dipping down. You're trying to keep it in as much as you can the same position. So do this a few times as well. Okay, and then we're going to build up to doing those both together, alternate arm and leg. So you'll do right arm, left leg and back, left arm, right leg and back, You'll do this very slowly for 1 minute. Okay? So you can start in 3, 2, 1. Go. And each time you reach, just pause there a moment before you come back, as if you want to make yourself as long as possible in this reach. Keep breathing steadily. Keep it slow so you can really focus on the position, that you're not swinging and tilting around, that you're keeping very steady. And this is what means that you're using your ab muscles, your back muscles. Okay, 15 seconds left. Good, last 5, 2, 1, stop. And again, if you want, press pause and do another 30 seconds. So, those are our first 4 exercises. The last one you can stand up again, and we're doing a movement on one leg again. And this is really good for basically stabilizing around your knee, which is then going to be good for supporting further up your body. So, for this one, if you're not already in bare feet, it's good to do so, because it will help you to know what to do. So, you're going to be standing on one foot, and on this foot, I want you to draw the arch of the foot up, like this, as if you're scrunching your toes. But your toes stay on the ground. And you try and stand in this position with your legs slightly bent. This really strengthens the muscles of your feet, which works to protect everything else above your feet. Okay, so that's your standing leg, the arch pulling up. Then with the rest of you, if you need, like stabilize with one hand on the wall or on a chair or something. And then with the same arm as the standing leg, you're going to try and reach forwards and come back, as if you want to grab something in front of you. Okay? And we're going to do this, let's say, for 30 seconds. Okay, so we'll start now. So reach forward and back. And you just breathe steadily. And this, what you're doing is stabilizing the standing leg. Hopefully that's obvious. Okay, let's do another 5 seconds. Okay, and then shake that leg out a little bit. Stand on it again. This time, reach across your body, as if you're trying to grab something to the side of you. Okay, you can start in 2, 1, go. We're doing another 30 seconds. And yes, this leg is tired, but we want to stay working all with the same leg so that it gets to a better point. Good. Let's do 10 more seconds. Reach across. That's 5, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, shake it out. Let's go straight with the other leg. So stand on this foot, stand on one leg, pull the arch up, keeping your toes on the ground. Steady yourself if you need to. And then we're going to be reaching forwards with the right hand. Okay, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So for me, it's as if I'm plucking the leaves of this plant. Breathe steadily. Last 10 seconds. Do it nice and slowly. Okay, shake out for a moment. And then you'll go into reaching across again. So start in 3, 2, 1, go. So reach across. So you're twisting your upper body. Your knee does not twist, it's just your upper body. Okay, good. Keep going. This is the last exercise. We'll just do another 10 seconds and then we're finished. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, so that's the end of this set. It's short, but it's good. Like I said, it can be that you need to introduce weights for those two movements of the squat and the deadlift. There are also other leg exercises. There's a ton of exercises obviously out there that can be useful, but this is a nice little routine, especially if you're in a recovery stage from an injury to your legs or to your lower back. Okay. So, timing, it would be good to do this set roughly once a week. You can do it a little bit more often if you want. You could do it once every 5 days, but it's not really necessary. If you would do it until the muscles are very tired in each set, then once a week is a really good length of time for your muscles to actually change and will basically grow, which is what supports your body and prevents you from having other injuries and keeps you mobile. So you want your muscles to grow, because their natural tendency after you've passed the age of about 25 is for them to break down. So you need to get them to grow just to keep at the level that you were before. Okay. And part of them growing is you resting. So you need to give them an input like this training, and then you need to rest, because that's when they do the change. Good, okay. Hope you enjoyed it, and do it again. Okay, bye.